Hello and welcome to OpenSolar. In this video today, we are welcoming Huawei on board as an exhibiting partner on OpenSolar. For those not familiar already, OpenSolar is a free solar sales and design application for installers. In here, you have an end-to-end toolkit for your solar business, including lead generation, project creation, system design, quote generation, full CRM management, and the ability to close the sale online and deliver post-sales documentation. The app is split into 4 different zones. You can see at the bottom here: project, where you manage your CRM and all of your contact details; the studio zone, where you're doing the solar design; my energy, which is where we are now. We are looking at the end product. This is the solar proposal that the customer is going to see. And the control zone is only for the administrators of the account, and that's where you set up all of your pricing, hardware, payment options, and various templates. So beginning on this My Energy page today, I thought it would be nice to run us through from the customer's viewpoint what an OpenSolar proposal looks like. You'll notice in here that it is fully online and interactive, so we can switch between different payment options. We can look at different images of the house in here, and you'll notice that all of these figures will update as we switch between these options, as well as the charts that flow on through the proposal. So having a look here, thought it would be nice to touch on some of the Huawei exhibited content that we have now got access to, which looks really nice and stunning in these solar quotes. You can see here a few key details about the products. We've also got videos to play that speak about the products as well. We've also got some detailed brochures here, and also the spec sheets included as well. So this is awesome to have this kind of great marketing content in there about the Huawei products that really explain to your customer, what they're getting when they purchase that inverter. So moving on, we've got the system performance chart with the daily energy profile in here as well. So this is for the keen customers to look at their consumption profile going solar. This is some customized content that I added to my proposal template. We've got how your system works, which is really nice, and it breaks it down on a very easy to understand level for all of your customers. The environmental benefits we've got here, as well as the financial impact of the system, and once again toggling between those different options there. And we've also got the bill savings here. And you can also toggle between the different payment options as well. So it's quite nice to change over to a loan option there, and you can actually see all of the quarterly payments that are included as well. And finally, we've got the quotation table. Once again, switching between different options, and this will change up. And then also the ability to download the proposal here and export that as a PDF document there if you want to send it out as an offline version instead. Great. You've also got this accept proposal button, so if the customer's happy, they can go through, review that quote table, they can then see the terms and conditions of your business here, and then they can go right through to sign and accept that proposal online. And that will then register in your CRM saying that the customer has accepted the proposal. So it's super nice using these online proposals in OpenSolar. You'll get a notification when the customer opens this up initially, and that's really good to catch the sale hot while they're online and looking at it. You can give them a quick phone call and kind of talk them through this proposal on a screen share, or however you best see it. So let's jump back now. It'd be great to run you through setting up your Huawei Exhibit. So if I go into the control zone over here, jumping into design and hardware, and then into inverters, I'll then just go up to the top right and click on plus create, and we just want to search for Huawei as the brand name here. If you also know the code, you can type that in as well, and you'll be able to see all of the exhibited products here with the logo just next to it there. So let's add in this 4 kilowatt Sun 2000 as an example. If we know the product and parts warranty, we can customize specs and we can put those numbers in there as well. And then you can also put in the cost that you're paying for that unit on a per unit basis in here too. And then just clicking save, and then this will come straight through to your active list here. So once you've added in all of your Huawei exhibited products, you're ready to start designing, so you have all of that nice content on your proposals. So let's jump to the project zone now. We can click the project button twice to take us to this project list, which we can then manage all of our contact details. You can one-click call, text and email them right from the app. Especially handy when you have OpenSolar on your smartphone or on your tablet. You can download it from the App Store. And you can also manage this project list very well by adding filters here. For example, if we want to filter for all of the projects which are in the selling stage, we can move that into there. And then once we've got a short list here, we might even want to download that project information into a CSV file, some external reporting and analysis with that data. So you can add in multiple filters at the same time, and that's really handy for managing your CRM in OpenSolar. We'll go now and click on Create New Project. I'm just going to take this address in Sydney to use as an example. Can put in some basic contact information here, and then we can go straight through to Create and Design. And that will just load in our map. You can see here we're powered by Google Maps as the default, but we also have a great partnership with Nearmap as well, so you can integrate with Nearmap to get the most premium and high definition imagery on OpenSolar. Once we've loaded in here, I can then just zoom in on the roof facet I want to design on. I can select my panel at the top left, selecting from this active list of modules which I use on a regular basis, or selecting from our database by searching in here. Once we've got our panel, I can then just click on plus at the top and then just simply clicking and dragging along the roof facet like so. And so once I'm happy with that, I can then just release and then click on extra panels in the surrounding areas to add in additional ones, just like that. So you can see here now we've got a 5.9 kilowatt system. This is generating 117% of their energy, so they're offset there. Might just add in one more in that little space, and we've also got all this specific panel group details on the left here. So if I want to move them horizontal, I can click on this button, and that allows me to pick up and drag that array around the roof if I want to. I can also adjust the azimuth and the slope here as well. If I need to add in a tilt racks, I can put in the degrees of tilt in this field, and you can also create a gap between the panels in these fields as well. So a bit to explore there within the panel options. So we've added in our panel group now. I'm now just going to go in and add in our Huawei inverter by clicking on plus and then selecting from our list and just looking for the 5 kilowatt Huawei inverter, clicking select there to apply it. So that's now successfully been applied, and what we can do as well is, now we've done our hardware and designing, we can now select our pricing scheme from this area. So we have all of our pricing schemes in OpenSolar in here, and these are created firstly within the control zone. But for the moment, let's take this price per watt, which just prices it based on the size of the system. You also have a few other options there, such as a markup scheme, which takes into account all of the costs in here, and it marks it up based on the total cost figure to give a final price for the customer. And you also have a fixed pricing scheme, or the option to enter the price manually on a job-by-job basis there. We can also put in our payment options. So in this case, I might just override, and I will select bank transfer, and I'll also give this offer of a bright 0% interest loan. And what we might do as well in this case is just duplicate the system and give them two different options. And we can do that at the top by clicking on plus and duplicating. And for example, this next system, we might want to change the panel type or add a battery or something. So let's just add in a battery for this example. Might go in and select there and choose a Powerwall. And we can retitle the systems really easily at the top. Let's call this one solar only, and let's call this one solar and battery. Perfect, so we're now ready to go. I just want to zoom out a little bit so we get a good view of the house there. And we can also select different angles of the house if you're lucky enough to have this imagery provided by Google in different kind of aspects here. This often comes with near map as well if you have the oblique subscription. So I'll just click on this south facing view, and I can just align the map down the bottom right here to line those panels up with the roof like so. Perfect. Now we can just click on the show customer button on the left hand tab, and we're pretty much ready to go into the My Energy page now to have a look at our proposal for the customer. So you can see, talking you through that, that took me about 3 minutes or so. But once you've kind of set up all of those key settings there, you can really pop out proposals in just a matter of 1 or 2 minutes. And that's something that the installers using OpenSolar have told us in their feedback, is that with this increased speed on OpenSolar, you're really able to just increase your quoting and therefore your sales as well by using this really nice streamlined tool that we offer you. So you can see once again we've got our nice beautiful solar proposal, we've got the Huawei exhibited content there, and then a fully interactive and online proposal that I ran through earlier on. Great, so I thought I'd just jump into a few key details within this project zone that we didn't touch on already. So if I jump back to the project zone here, we can add in any actions within this workflow up here. You'll have a few default ones set up when you create your account, but you can customize all these actions to suit your business and really streamline your project management on OpenSolar there. And these are particularly handy when managing your CRM as well. You might want to tick off an action, hop back to your project list up here, and then filter for all the projects which this action has been checked off for. That's a really good way to get short lists and kind of see your stance on various different projects throughout their lifetime. All of those actions will then register within this project history tab here once I refresh the page. And you're also able to schedule in any planned activities on OpenSolar within this tab, which will then flow through to this project history area as well. Sales and service and site details are pretty straightforward. They can be entered in these sections here. A key area is this electricity usage section, where you can go in and edit, and then you can enter your customer's bill information depending on one of these key data sources that we offer here. So if it's monthly kilowatt hour figures, we can put in just a few of these amounts here, and then that will map out a curve throughout the year. You don't need to have all of them entered in, and you can also select the curves for weekend and weekday in there as well. And then always remembering to click save here. So I've got some different options for entering their bill information. Also hourly interval is offered at the bottom there. So we'll just take the default usage at the moment, which I think is around 7,300 kilowatt hours. And then on the right hand side, we're able to enter in our electricity utility tariff here. So we've got this AGL one, which has been applied based on the location, but you can select from a massive database of utility rates in OpenSolar by selecting this magnifying glass there. And you're also able to just create your own tariffs in OpenSolar as well to customize those. Lastly, down the bottom here we have a section called Files, which you can upload various spec sheets or other documents that you want to include in a sales proposal, and you can tag them to direct them where they will appear. So if I select a file here from my computer, I can then select these file tags, select sales proposal to feed them through there, and then they'll appear on that My Energy proposal. Or if they're file tags, or if they're files directed for the owner's manual, I can put them in these sections here. So you have lots of different options for your files and where you're going to store them in OpenSolar. Great. So that covers the project zone. I thought it'd be nice to just jump into the control zone now, show you a few key things to get set up with. You have the company section here, which you can put in key business information about your business, copy and paste from your website if you wish, and put in your logo at the bottom here and clicking save. So obviously with your logo, OpenSolar is a completely white label application, so that's going to appear on all of your quotes. You've got your team members in here, which you can add in their contacts. Click on create, put in their email address, and choosing whether they want to be an admin or not, which gives them access to this control zone for the kind of key account setup and configuration. Then hitting save will send them that invite there. Your business processes is where you manage all of those actions that I mentioned in the project zone. So this is really managing your workflow in OpenSolar and customizing it to suit your business. You can set up your pricing schemes and your payment options in this area here, as well as all of your cost information. So you might have various different cost lists that you wish to apply that include like labor, BOS, and various acquisition and fulfillment costs as well. Your design and hardware, which we touched on briefly before, is where you'll be adding in your Huawei products, as well as any panels, batteries, and other components that you wish. So you can see here Huawei also has a power optimizer. So if we type in the brand name, that will pop up there. There's Sun 2000 450 WP pops up. So you can add that into your active list for power optimizers. Finally, just within this purchase experience area is where you can set up all of your customer facing content. So this is where you customize your proposal template, which is this page here that we were looking at before. This is where you're also entering your terms and conditions, so that when the customer accepts that proposal, they will have to review these T's and C's before they go through and sign away. And then you've also got your checkout experience here, which is where you can provide any payment information. We accept credit card via Stripe if you wish, or you can just provide an offline payment option like I've done here with these bank details for internet transfer. Great, so that pretty much covers a high-level run-through of the app. At the bottom right, you can seek further support with this support button. You can visit our help center here, which I highly recommend. We've got lots of videos and a training package inside here. That's super useful for getting set up on OpenSolar. And we also offer webinars on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday every single week. And they're super handy if you have any questions you want to ask, or just tune in to some deep dive sessions. They consist of a general overview of the software, an advanced studio designing session, and then a control zone setup session. And these are really good for getting up to speed and onboarding your entire team onto OpenSolar. So if you checked out the Help Center and you still have some more questions, you can just shoot us an email, support@opensolar.com. And we also have a professional partner, Sunwiz here, which offer lots of services. So if you want to outsource some of that account setup, get more training and on-demand assistance, you can jump over to Sunwiz on OpenSolar there. So that pretty much wraps up this session today. Thanks so much, Huawei, for coming on board as an exhibited partner on OpenSolar, and hoping you enjoyed this session. Thanks, and have a great day.